Hello YouTube, it's happened once again. I don't know why this keep happening to me, but today, accidentally and completely on purpose, I just happened to buy myself another laptop. And this time it is this, the Lenovo Yoga 710S 14-inch Kaby Lake version. So it's the latest one, and it's been on a special price this week in Sweden. So 7,990, which is about $799 US and 799 euros. And it's a yoga machine, famously with all that yoga bending stuff, touchscreen, 17-inch computer or screen in a 13-inch chassis, and it's pretty nice. This is a baby version, so it's got 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs SSD, and the 7200U Core i5 Kaby Lake processor. I plan to upgrade this, both the RAM and the SSD, eventually, but for now it's a baby version. This is a box. I'm a bit, disappointed in the box, because I saw a video on YouTube and they had this nice orange and white box that I also got for the Lenovo Yoga book that I bought a couple of months ago. But I got this rather boring brown box. Just take a look at the box. Nothing special. It says Yoga. It says Lenovo. Here we have some information and specification. Here I can see that it is indeed the 4 gig RAM and 128 gig SSD. I hope I bought the black one, but it doesn't seem to say. And here, of course, we have the yoga positions. So I'm just going to do a quick unboxing, and then I'm going to try to review it later on. So let's see what we have here. So some kind of security tape that I have to cut open. There we go. Oh, I think it might have some kind of... No, just open it like that. Alright, so nothing special in here. Go here first. We got a power brick, and that is for that compartment. And then we have the laptop. Whoops. Alright, so packaging material, some kind of instruction manual, buttons and functions, shutting down the computer, some kind of warranty or support lines there. And here we have the computer, and it seems to be the black one. And if we just take it out of the bag, ooh, this looks very nice. Very nice indeed. It's black, clean, very clean indeed. Oh, I like this. Looks very sober and grown up and nice. Now, as I said, this is a yoga laptop. So it can, do the bendy bits like that. So it's, the tent mode and the, media mode, and then the laptop mode. Quickly taking a look at the keyboard. It's a good size keyboard. I like it so far, just touching it like this. I have seen people having a bit of a go on this keyboard because the right shift button is actually shrunk down and placed right next to the page up button, and that annoys people. I'm actually more concerned about the return or enter key not being the shape maybe that I'm used to, but I don't think that's okay. This is a relatively new Lenovo keyboard because the control key and the function key are in the right places. This bugs me on other Lenovo keyboards. For instance, the Lenovo Yoga book, where the function key and the control key has swapped places, and I constantly hit the function key when I was trying to hit the control key. Not a big issue unless you are trying to do some, coding or something. But yeah, this looks nice. Decent key travel. It's slightly heavier than I would have wanted it to be, but I think it will do nicely. We just have a quick look around on the outside. Actually, I'm going to use this camera. Here on the left we have the power socket, power connector. Here we have a SD card slot. Here we have the headphone jack, microphone and headphone jack. Here we have the reset button. There's nothing really on the front here. On the left we have power button, micro HDMI, USB, two USB ports. One of them is charging, so that's on the go. Two USB ports in total. Nothing on the back. Underneath we have a couple of screws. Supposedly you can unscrew this and you can replace the RAM and the SSD, and I'm gonna try to do that eventually. And on the front you have this pretty nice, not pitch black but kind of metallic black look. And of course we have webcam, nice hinges. One thing that I've read about or heard about is that right here we have vents for cooling, obviously. So there's a air intake in the bottom, and then this is where the air blows out, the hot air. And because it is the placement of the screen and everything, this supposedly will blow hot air in front of the screen. So if you're on Skype and you have the microphones down here, so the microphones will pick up the blow noise from the air rather than your voice. I don't do too much Skyping, so I'm not too concerned about that. Anyway, this is brilliant. I'm looking forward to trying it out. I'm gonna take a couple of weeks maybe and test it out, and then I will get back to you with a review. Hopefully that review will also include me trying to upgrade this, at least the RAM. I don't think I will upgrade the SSD immediately, but I will try to upgrade the RAM to 16 gigs. The reason I bought the baby version of this, with the 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gig SSD, is basically it was a lot cheaper than the big one, which has Core i7 and 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs SSD. I look at the benchmarks and it seems that the Core i7 is faster, maybe 15% faster than the Core i5, but I'm not too concerned about that. And I feel that I would probably have upgraded the RAM and the SSD even on the big one, because I want a 512 or even 1 terabyte SSD. I'm hoping to keep this computer for a while. So a bigger SSD, and also I really want 16 gigs of RAM. So I was planning to upgrade anyway, so I thought I'd buy the cheap one and then upgrade it with the rest of the money that I didn't spend on buying it. So that's it. Take care. Hope you have a brilliant day, and I will see you whenever I make a video for the review of this. Thank you very much.